Okay, let's see. We are live now. All right. Hey, everyone. I am live on using StreamYard right now on multi platforms. And I really wanted to talk again, as I mentioned, about how your personal brand is really your number one asset to attracting the CEO in your love life. Now, because I have worked with and am working with single entrepreneurs, business owners, and really people who are building a business and also wanting to find their life partner. One of the things that we do in matchmaking initially when we meet with a client is get to know who they are and try to understand more about everything about them, their lifestyle, their attitude, their values, goals. And we also look at an important consideration is how they appear to others when people are searching for them. This is an important consideration because a lot of times singles are not thinking that their personal brand has any impact on their life partner, when in fact, people are making decisions about whether or not they want to work with you, do business with you, be friends with you, trust you based on how you show up. And any personal branding expert will tell you, any person who's understands branding and the importance of branding will say that you are a brand whether you like it or not. Okay. Anywhere that you show up and you are, whether, especially in a professional setting, let's just say in a professional setting, if you are employed by a company and you show up to an event or you're sent to a conference or whatever it is that the company is sending you to, you are effectively representing that company. So it's no different than when you step outside and you now are in a social circle and you're looking to date. People are your potential partner or anybody in the room, anybody that you're interacting with already is forming an impression about you. So I love to personally, I like to relate the skills and the strategy and the thoughtfulness that goes into professional branding in personal branding as it relates to finding a partner. Now, the same skills and the same questions that you would ask yourself when it comes to to building your personal or professional brand are the same questions that you would ask yourself, except you want to look at yourself in the romantic context. Now, the title of my talk today is How Your Personal Brand is Your Number One Asset to Attracting the CEO in Your Love Life. Now, countless people have shared how your most important career choice is the person that you choose to marry or the person that you spend your romantic time with, right? The person you're spending the most time after work. Because your romantic partner, your significant other, whoever you want, whatever you want to call this person, whether you're married or living together or dating seriously, they're going to have a big impact in your life, in your decision making, in your health, in your views of things. And so, why not? Take advantage of the fact that if you are single and you're looking to attract that person, that you're utilizing your brand and the tools that are available today when it comes to finding and meeting someone. The recent stats and data have shared that I think they're saying that over 50% of couples who have been surveyed over the last decade report that they have met online. Now, online doesn't necessarily mean that they met on a dating app. Now, many people have met on dating apps, but online means that someone saw you on a social network. They saw you, on LinkedIn. They saw you on. They watched a YouTube video, or they saw you on Twitch, or any of the countless forms of places that you can be found and discoverable, even through a podcast, right? If you are sharing anything about yourself and your passion, and someone is interested in that topic, I know as a matchmaker, one of the first questions I always seem to have or want to know about somebody is, are you single? It is the question that I ask people. I'm so happy that there is a movie out right now, The Materialist. I haven't seen it yet. I want to see it. I'm going to see it. It is on my to-do list. And why I do want to see it is that it is about matchmaking. And I did see even in the trailer, the how the matchmaker was speaking to the potential candidates, and how these candidates were extremely how would I say, they were extremely expressive and held, they were just they said what they wanted, right? They said what they wanted, whether how ridiculous it was, how unrealistic or realistic it was. They were not shy to share with the matchmaker what they wanted. And this is the same for when we're screening and qualifying a potential client to work with us, whether you are looking to hire a dating coach or looking to hire a matchmaker. Particularly when you're looking to hire a matchmaker, you want to put all your cards on the table. Right now, what goes into your personal brand? Number one, this is a form of brand casting, even for myself as an entrepreneur, as a matchmaker, as a woman who is talking right now about personal branding and how you can attract a partner through your personal brand. I cannot I can't count the amount of DMs and emails and messages and requests that I get from the multiple platforms that I'm on, of individuals that are curious about either working with me, collaborating with me, learning about my services, because I am here and I'm on the platforms and I'm talking about something that clearly they're interested in. So your love life also needs a brand strategy. And I think a lot of people, when I'm interviewing potential clients and I'm actually working with clients, that's one of the first areas that we look at. We look at their love brand. What is, if I were to just randomly Google them or look at what they're saying or doing on the different platforms, or maybe they're not on any platform. So what are they missing out on, or how can they increase their visibility and attract the kind of partner that they want to have in their life? You In order to brand cast who you are and what you're looking for without sounding like a sales pitch, and without feeling, you might feel nervous, but practice is important when it comes to dating and relationships, including if you are going to use, video platforms or whatnot. And I can't tell you how many YouTubers I've met and that you probably have watched or followed along the way, where if you compared their first video to their last video, it is like night and day, not just from their confidence, but also from their technology and their background. And the more that they tend to invest in themselves as creators, as producers, as experts in their field, you can visibly and see the difference in the progress that they're making. So if you're someone who understands and knows that, I know that, or I want to do video, or I are concerned about how you show up on these platforms, this is an area that I will be talking and sharing more about in my own content. Okay. If you're dating with visibility, you want to think about how your content is going to attract, or actually, is it deterring the right partner from you right now? What does your Instagram say about your love life? I'll give an example. Oftentimes, it's interesting because depending on the age of the client, are they in their late 20s, early 30s, 40s, 50s, divorced, whatever the case is, right? Their lifestyle, you can sort of see, you get a glimpse or an essence of who this person is if they're active on social media. And also, if they're not active on social media, it's almost like in today's age, there's this expectation that you're discoverable and that people should see you. I'm really good. I'm interacting on, hey, TikTok. I'm on a number of different places, so I'm going to try to first of all, deliver what I want to share. And sorry if I'm not engaging or I can't see everything at the same time. That's a bit of a challenge for me right now. I'm going to try to work that out. But this is it. This is me exploring the kinks of being on several different platforms and wanting to, test it out. And hopefully, week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I don't know, 6 months from now, when I reflect back on this personal experience, I'm going to go, oh my God, look at when I did that, right? What did I look like? Whatever the case is, right? Because there's a lot of cool capabilities of this particular platform that I'm trying right now. And for those who are curious, I'm using StreamYard. All right. I'm I know I can share this with you firsthand, that there are clients of mine that we've set up dates or had wanted to set up a date, and somehow they discovered who this person was through their photo. Because you can Google your photo and you can reverse search somebody nowadays or plug their picture into AI or whatever the case is. I have a strategy for that to keep someone anonymous as much as we can, but that's that's kind of a challenge. In fact, I think I'd want to, if somebody wanted to date, was considering dating a client of mine or considering doing business with me, I would want them to, go ahead and take a look at who I am and what I'm doing and what I'm about and where I've been, because that is what true authenticity is. I have nothing to hide, right? And if people are interested in you, they're going to do their research. They're going to want to know more. And it's best if you give them what they want. And I'm not saying you have to do that, but it sort of helps to bridge the gap between sort of like wondering who they are. And I think a bit of mystery is okay and is called for. But I have to say, coming from Web Summit Vancouver, when the conversation was a lot about the use of a video today, the use of media today, and the use of AI today, there's a lack of trust in content already, in news already. And so this you showing up, sharing your ideas and thoughts on a consistent basis, and doing things uncomfortable and doing things not perfect, right? This isn't television. I'm live and I'm going to make mistakes and I might stutter and I might say things that I'm not going to be able to edit. I hope I can edit. Yeah, life is a little different. It is a different animal because it is something that it can't be censored. I can delete it later. So I want to be really intentional with that as well. Right. But when you're creating content that is intended to attract or potentially, I wouldn't say tease, entice, or interest a potential partner, then you definitely want to be talking about the things that you care about, the things that you're passionate about. Right. Um, eh, Energy is really, really important. And I find that when I Google someone or when a client Googles someone and all they can see are photos, they don't get this sense of connection with the person because your first impression and body language and tonality in your voice and your energy, all of these things make up the, I would say, the ingredients to who you are as an individual. And so a two-dimensional photo really lacks this connection with someone. It could spark interest, but then you add your voice and then you add, what you're like and your humor and how you speak and, any other of those quirks or nuances that make you you. It helps to create more of a sense of connection with an individual, a potential partner, a potential business person, and they want to do more. They want to learn more. They want to see more. Okay. Hey, there is there's no matchmaker in San Diego. Oh, I think Evan was here. Oh my gosh, everyone follow Evan Marquez. He is fantastic and incredible. Hey, Jim. Hey, Steve. I don't know if he's on right now, but I love him. Evan Marquez is amazing. He is the dating coach for strong, smart, successful women. And why do I know that? Because he has an amazing brand. Because ever since I met Evan, he's clear on who he helps and who he serves. And I just want to, not pick on him, but highlight him right now because Evan is the kind of person that when I started in matchmaking years and years ago, and I think we first met in 2008 or 2009. I'm dating myself. I've been 32 years in the matchmaking industry. I'm not sure if Evan's even here or not, but if he's gone, that's okay. I'll send him this link. Perfect example of an individual who has a strong brand, who has a strong niche. I know who he helps. I know the kind of coach that he is. He's a no nonsense, coach. He says it how it is, and he's the kind of coach that um, I don't think anybody does. I mean, I don't know if anyone would dislike him, but I really appreciate somebody who says it how it is and tells me what I need to hear and not what I don't even know what I want to hear. Everybody wants to feel special. Nobody likes to be criticized, but there's no growth in telling me what I want to hear. There's no growth in not pointing out where I can improve, and that's important. So knowing that I can see people here who are participating. Hey, Jim, congrats on the new podcast. It's actually not even a podcast. I'm literally just live streaming. I do have a podcast, which is, oh my gosh, this is brain fart right now. See, and let me be straight with you guys. I have ADHD and I'm over 50. And I've found that with having ADHD and diagnosed late in life of with having ADHD, that it's gotten worse. I don't know if it's gotten better, but I am working myself and discovering and learning more about how to handle and manage ADHD because there are pros and cons to everything. Okay. Hey, Christine. Oh, there's another wonderful friend and client of mine, and I'm a client of hers. She has done my hair and makeup. In fact, I am getting my hair done and dyed in next Saturday, and I'm going to a salon to be a hair model because I was asked to, and because look, I show up and somebody knows I have long hair, and I was asked by a brand, a pretty upscale brand too, and I've worked with so many upscale brands as a matchmaker and interviewed A-list celebrities and been on red carpets and blah blah blah. And I'm only wanting to share that it's because I exposed myself and shared myself and talked about the things that I'm passionate about. And that's I want my clients and anybody who works with me to follow the same path. If you want more opportunity, if you want to expand your network of opportunities, I'm speaking to singles right now and I'm speaking to single entrepreneurs and business owners. And I am live on LinkedIn. I believe I'm live on Instagram. I don't know. Oh, I may or may not be live on Instagram because I'm trying this platform and who knows? I hope I am. I'm live on TikTok right now, but I have a second phone for that. And sometimes you've got to do, you know, all these things. Oh, where is he? I highlighted him. There's Christine. Hey. Okay. Yes, girl. Ala Parf. Yeah, she can talk more about that. And there's Jim. There you go. I have access to these tools. I won't spend more time right now because it is late in the evening. And really, I challenged myself and I did say that I was going to go live, however messy, however unorganized. I mean, you can watch or you cannot watch. It's practice for me. But once again, I am not going to ask my clients to do something that I wouldn't do. And the truth of the matter is that your personal brand is you're showing up as your personal brand all the time. And there are times that one of the things for me is a lack of consistency. Oh my gosh, I said it and it's like scratching on, a chalkboard because consistency is key for everything. Right. And if you want to, uh, impact more people, if you yourself as a single person want to create a bigger audience and a larger talent pool so that you can when I say hire the CEO of your love life, you're not hiring anybody, but attract a potential partner for yourself and have more than one option. So you're in an abundance mindset instead of scarcity. That makes a big difference when you're dating, is when you're dating and you feel as if your dating pool is shallow, and it's not wide and deep, then your attitude and your behavior and your anxiety and your thoughts about yourself will reflect that when you do have those opportunities. Yet if you are coming from a space of abundance and you are growing and learning, and by the way, confidence, I will share, has been reported like one of the number one traits that almost every single, person says that they're looking for. High emotional intelligence. How can you tell emotional intelligence from a photo? You really can't. You can write about it, but it's not the same as you showing up and utilizing these tools that we have that are free. They're like totally free. I would invest in a coach, a service, any education platforms, technology that are going to help, elevate and increase and, improve how you're showing up, but just do it, right? Because I'm going to talk a lot more about brand casting, both in the professional sense for those who are not single and just really want to use, the tools that are available today, the expectations of singles, of people today, in the authenticity and in the expectation in the world of AI. What do we have to do? This is one of them. And so I'm going to be challenging myself to do that. So I'd love to hear your thoughts about what I shared. And certainly if it's on top of your mind, and you are single and you're thinking, how can I show up and brand cast for love and attract the type of person, and what do I need to know, and where do I start? I'm happy to help you do that as well. So I will be back. Thank you for watching, and don't forget that you are always your brand. Bye for now.